Welcome back to the Sarah Brown Survival Hour here in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Sarah Brown, of course, our National Guards person who is a zombie apocalypse survivor. We're kind of just cruising down the interstate here. It looks like we're in the middle of some kind of national park. So we already went up near Moltenberg here, or Borough. What is this off to the side? This is a dump? D for dump? Yeah, regional dump. We're just going to keep traveling down this road and seeing what comes our way, because I'm just curious of what other regions or what other cities or what have you are in the same general vicinity. What in the world? Strange temple to the west of us here. It kind of looks like this is some kind of a secret stairwell, but I'm pretty sure I don't want to stand near that and push a button, so we're going to pretend we did not see the giant cult of death. In this particular instance. I'm not a huge fan. Don't want to join a cult at the moment. No, thank you, ma'am or sir. So we're going to keep cruising down here. I'm assuming at some point we're going to hit some sort of town or city or what have you. We just passed a cave there on one side. We really haven't seen too many critters around here yet, which I'm a little bit surprised of. By the way, if you're hearing thunder and it seems really loud, it's probably because it's coming through my microphone. It's a bit stormy outside today. So, ooh. Is that a military helicopter crash? In fact, it is. Let's slow things down a bit. Are there any zombies? There are some military zombies outside. Now, I could probably easily run them off, get them to chase me, and I kind of want to see what is... Well, you know what? We're in rollerblades, so I don't know if that's the smartest idea. Let's play it safe. Let's actually not do that little visitation. I doubt they're going to have a ton of things that we would need right this moment. Generally speaking, I mean, if we run the military guys over, sure, wow. Random second wreck right next to it. Maybe they hit each other and went down right next to each other. All right, this one seems like it's empty, at least on this side. I might be able to jump in and out real quick. So let's let go of the controls. Let's drop our rollerblades. We'll take off and drop our rollerblades here so we can move across the grass pretty easily. We can just open the door, move right in. What is right here? A screwdriver. How about that? In this entire helicopter, there lies a screwdriver. There's also something in this back seat here. Human stomach. Rotten. That's disgusting. Let's take the 2A radio. We'll also grab combat boots, pants, jacket. Actually, don't have enough space for all that, so we'll drop some of it. We could always repair. The nice thing about the game is that there is sewing in the game, so you can, in fact, do some repair to clothing items. So we'll put pretty much everything we've got in this little storage, and I will go ahead and wear our fancy rollerblades. And yeah, we'll be off again. Just a quick... Wait a minute. What's going on here? The engine is having a little bit of trouble starting up because it is in pretty rough shape. So hopefully, I'm still trying to work on getting that mechanics skill up to 4. Mechanics of 4, I believe, is what we need to repair the engine. So hopefully at some point soon, we will be back to fully operational engine status. There's yet another helicopter down. Were they, like, fighting with each other? Or are we doing, like, Top Gun here with helicopters? More zombies. I really don't think it's going to have all that much. So let's keep on powering through. Looks like a spiderweb thing over here to the east. Is it a web or is that a fungal thing? Yeah, sure enough, that's actually some webs. This is really kind of creepy. There's a lot of stuff around here. Sorry, I'm trying to get that zoom level the right way I like it. Just to keep an eye on everything around us as we go. I see some blood patterns out here. There's some bodies over here. There are. There is a Kraken, which normally indicates that there's a bunch of random corpses around. Let's get a little bit closer to see this. Let me slow down so I don't flip the freaking RV. I wonder if you can actually flip an RV. I know you can lose control. Brass knuckles, neoprene arm sleeves and arm guards, sports bra. I think these are hiker bodies. Is this type of setup here. Brass knuckles. I mean, cocaine. Nothing really jumps out at me as something we might need right now. Brass knuckles might be nice, but overall, I think we're in pretty good shape as is. So we'll keep on trucking it. I'm trying to get over to, it looks like a, oh, hey, there we go. I was going to say there was an intersection here, but here's a bit more of a town. So we're finally getting into a town after so many days of not finding anything. Are there more bodies? Yep, sure enough. There's actually more bodies over here now, too. All right, well, what do we have over on this side of the world? Boxers, aspirin. I think it's going to be another drug deal gone bad. Silver earring, towel. Actually looks like a bunch of people who are going swimming, I guess. kind of interesting. Yet another helicopter. Holy cow, we are like loaded with helicopters right now. What in the world happened over here? Alright, so this is the town of Methuen. Is that how we're going to pronounce it? It looks like it's got a bank in there, construction site, which might yield some tools, fast food. Not too much, honestly. Just a couple of houses for the most part. I might be able to drive through the town. We're going to approach the town relatively slowly. And what I'd like to do is... Okay, there are some zombies already. I was going to say if we could stop and maybe do a bit of, you know, siphoning and get some fuel in our vehicle, but it looks like it's going to be pretty active. So I think I'm going to back up out of this town. Do we want to try to hook around it? We really can't. There is something else to the north of us. There's a state park to the north, but it looks like the road continues in that direction. So let me loop around, and we'll head that way to just kind of scout out what's going on. Remember, we're mostly just, at the moment, trying to find ourselves, you know, what's around us. We're just trying to scout, find out what types of cities are near us, what types of resources are going to be near us as well. By and large, I think we're in good shape with that. Either the mansion that we had from last episode, well, a couple episodes ago, or some of those last man on Earth shelters. Oh, wow. This is a... What in the world? Is this a full-on tank? This is a light tank parked just outside the state park entrance. Very cool. Let's stop and take a look at that. Park our truck, turn the vehicle off. And what does this say? Zombie cop. Oh, we have safe mode on. Okay, they're all around the... They're inside of the state park here. So we're going to run over to the tank real quick. So the tank has 4% diesel. It has one faulty engine. It has enough wheels. Honestly, oh, the controls are completely destroyed. Can we repair the controls out of curiosity? Do we have the... Or they're completely missing. I wonder if we could just stick on, like... I mean, is it a unique set of controls? Or is it just kind of any kind of controls at all? We would need one vehicle controls and our torch, which we have. I think we could actually repair the tank, which is hilarious to me. The storage battery. Okay, so this is a random battery. These are 2 turrets that have some ammo on them already. Wow, this might be something interesting to bring back home. Wouldn't that be awesome to basically have that around the outside of our last man on Earth or our mansion? And just keep that as our, you know, whenever we want to go in and really mess something up, we can just grab our tank. If we can pull off some vehicle controls from someone else, from on one other vehicle, we might be able to get this. All right, I'm going to add a note here. I normally don't do this all that often. I'm going to start trying to do it more. We're going to add a note. We're going to use, I think all you have to do is color text. So we're going to do R freaking tank. There we go. So as we move away from this tile, it should keep a blinking red symbol there to let us know something we've added is sitting around. Whoops. The vehicle not start up? The engine bangs as it starts. Okay. Yeah, our engine is in rough shape. We really need to get that mechanic skill up to 4, but I don't think I have any more books. There it is. See? The red N symbol letting us know that there is a special note there. Very, very cool. More bodies somewhere? Where's that Krek at? Right in front of us? Yeah, whenever there's a Krek or a Graken, you can pretty much guarantee that there's some corpses lying around. These, though... these look like winners. There's a science ID card here, so what I'm going to do is stop the vehicle and get out and grab, let go of controls. The stupid Krek is going to sit here and bug us the entire time. They're really annoying. I think we're so encumbered, we're not going to get any shots in as well. Is that a spear here, or is this a rocket? Holy crap. A single-stage, high-explosive rocket. It's basically an RPG-7 ammunition. That's awesome. We will take the science ID card. We'll also... look around for any other things we could take with us here. I don't think we need RAM. You know what? I'm going to take RAM in case we need to build ourselves, I don't know, our own computer. I hate Kreks so much. They're so annoying. USB drive, I don't think we need that. I don't... Yeah, this batch of bodies here looks to be all lab technicians, and really all they have are ID cards. There's always a chance, though, that you might get some sort of, I think it's a bionic attachment. So it's always worth your while to kind of go over and take a look at all the bodies. But yeah, as far as I can tell here, we're doing a quick overview. There's nothing around, so we're going to leave our Krek friend alone. He can just stay with his bodies and annoy the next traveler that comes through. Please leave me alone. I will run you over. So we've got a prison down here to the south. If we hook a left, there looks like there's another road that goes back north. I'm gonna keep pushing west. Now hang on, let's check the gas real quick. We're at 54% gas. You know what? We're still doing fine on fuel. So I think we can keep exploring for a bit. Not super crazy about all these fungaloid dudes. I really don't want to hit one. I'm afraid it's going to release a spore and it's going to get into our lungs and turn us into some kind of a horrifying fungal creature. There's another tank over here, it looks like. Let's stop here and take a quick look at what's going on. This is a infantry fighting vehicle. It does not have enough wheels. It has a crap ton of diesel in it. I wonder, can I actually pull the controls off this? Let's go over to where the seat would be, somewhere like here. Can I do remove controls? I would need a tool with metal sawing, so we just need to go grab our saw. Does this have metal sawing? If we just grab our toolbox, we actually have all the things we would need for this. That's why I love the toolbox. You can pretty much grab the toolbox and have everything you need to make, to modify that vehicle. I'm also going to try to grab... Do we have a jerry can somewhere? Is it called a jerry can? Plastic jerry can. Did we ever get a steel one? I might have left one back in the mansion. Let's search for jerry. Plastic jerry can. So there are 2 of them, right? Can I do that again? Destination area is full. Do we not have that in our inventory already? Oh, we couldn't pick it up, it looks like. Fair enough. That's fair. Maybe we'll try to siphon this as well. All right, let's go over to the control area. Do O for remove controls. And was that pretty much it? Yeah, sure enough. We have ourselves a nice set of vehicle controls. That's so cool. It's really easy. Now, once you understand the skills that you need and the commands that you have to use behind it, you can really start pillaging whatever parts you need from any other vehicle to make your own vehicle amazing. Let's drop off a couple things here. I don't think we need the rocket and all this kind of stuff. Oh, we still have the jerry can in our inventory. Do we have another jerry can? Let me grab the... It's really awkward whenever you have a filter applied. You got to be a little bit careful about that. Can I just do R to reset? There we go. Let's grab that plastic jerry can from here, which I can't seem to find. Oh, no, we actually need our hose, right? Where's our hose at? There you go. Rubber hose, plastic jerry can. We're going to examine vehicle, siphon. Which tank has... I don't think I can actually tell what has anything in it. Can I? How can I tell where the fuel is actually at? Like, I can see that it has diesel in it, but I don't see that... I can't see how much is in any of these tanks. So I guess we'll have to kind of guess at it. We're going to pour it into our plastic jerry can here. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. We just kind of have to guess which one's which. Well, this is telling us that we've got 7,200 in the current tank. So maybe that is right. So we've got 7,200 or 7.2. Are we already full? Well, our jerry can's actually already full. So it didn't take much to get that filled up. Were there any other possible jerry can things around at all? Still searching for hose, jerry. All right, it's already full. All right. No other storage that we could take. Do we want to take any ammo out of this thing? I mean, HEDP might not be bad. Primer. I don't know what that's going to do for us. We'll grab that. We'll just pretty much take as much as we can. Let's use the anti-tank guided missile. Let's use the shuffle ability. I think we could even cheat and do this through a wall, possibly. We're going to move everything like this. We're going to do it one more time. Move it into the wall. No vehicle there. What do you mean no vehicle there? It's right in front of us. No vehicle, yellow pavement. I think I might have broke it. I don't see I don't see it anymore. I think it's on the ground underneath the vehicle, but I can't get to it all of a sudden. Oh well, such is life. We'll survive without our fancy ammunition. Do we want to take anything else from this vehicle? I mean, can I take a turret, by the way? How hard is it to disassemble a turret? Let's look at disassembling a tool with lifting 1 or strength of 20. Okay. So you need quite a bit of strength to move that turret. What about one of these other turrets? There's a turret here. This is the turret chassis. AGM turret. Turret chassis is a rotating turret capable of mounting a weapon system. Remove the attached mounted weapon first. So we can actually carry the turret chassis, apparently. But we would have to disassemble the turret first, which we don't have a tool for lifting. So I think that's when we need like a crane or something like that, which we'd have to do at an actual, at a garage. Unless we could install something like, is there like a crane here? What else would you call that? A lift? I don't see anything right on the list here, but I'm sure there's something that would let you have your own supporting carrying device, so to speak, attached to your vehicle. Yeah, there'd have to be something. This game has way too much customization for that not to be a thing. I'm almost positive it would be an option, but I probably just don't know what it is, nor do we have the ability to make it yet. If you all know about which one I'm talking about, something that would let you, kind of like how an air jack system will let you jack your own vehicle up, I'd be curious if there is some kind of, self-construction system or an engine, lift or something like that. All right, fair enough. I have satisfied curiosity. Do we want to try to take anything else? Then we've got vehicle tanks, the engines, or whatever. We could try to snag. Be kind of funny. Do they even have headlights? I don't think they would. Tank treads, security cameras here. Security camera would be kind of cool. I wonder if we could tie that into our own vehicle. Reinforced headlight. Can we remove this reinforced headlight? We can, in fact, remove the headlight. You got a headlight over here, too. Reinforced headlight. We'll remove your reinforced headlight, too. Now we got 2 reinforced headlights. This is actually really cool. I never thought about just trying to pull random parts off of a vehicle before. Oh, the options here. What else do we randomly have lying around? We could get some... I like the heavy-duty frames. We could try to steal... well, don't we have a part that's missing somewhere, a frame? Like at the back of our vehicle somewhere? I thought we had a frame that was completely trashed. There it is. But we'd have to repair it with an existing steel frame, not a reinforced frame. I'm going to grab this camera control system because it seems like that'd be kind of something fun to take. Oh, are we heard anything? You dropped your camera display. Okay. There's some spore cloud stuff going on too. Oh, it got all around us, but I think we're okay. Let's also grab, we got the camera control system. Let's grab the camera, one of the cameras itself, right? Or is the whole system what we need? Camera display. Security camera. Okay, let's see if we can find a security camera that's not destroyed. There we go. Let's remove the security camera. I wonder, could we just install one in the back of our vehicle here? So if we go to the back, let's do it on a frame that's repaired. So we'll go here. I don't see security anywhere at all. So camera. Security camera would need what? Mechanics of 4. Okay, so it's pretty easy to remove it, but maybe not as easy to install something, which makes a little bit of sense. Are we actually getting points, by the way, for all this mechanical stuff we're doing? We're only at 34%, so it seems like disassembling parts from a vehicle doesn't net you a ton of experience. And well, that's fair, because you could really grind that out and kind of abuse that system a little bit as well. Otherwise, I think I'm going to leave everything else the same. We might come back to this down the road. Maybe we'll build our own vehicle, maybe we'll come and disassemble all these heavy-duty frames and we'll just start taking pieces of random tanks we find. Well, tanks might be a bit heavy for what we want to do. Probably just a heavy-duty frame would make sense, but I don't know how much weight that's going to carry or cost. Remember, everything adds mass to the vehicle, and eventually you have to have an engine that's going to support all of that mass. Well, that was fun. Let's go back to our driving. Where are we at in fuel? We're at 54%, so quite a bit of fuel left. Random road here, so we're going to avoid this giant minefield in front of us. I wonder how many of you are waiting to see if I just drive right on into that. Oh god, is this another mansion? Holy crap, there is a random mansion here, right next to a mass grave, which is creepy, and therefore there's like an endless supply of bodies, probably, coming out of it. So I don't know how much time we're going to spend here, because this is going to be... If we thought our mansion was in rough shape, this one's going to be completely trashed because of all the bodies. Let's see if we can run this dog over and this brainless zombie. real quick, just to get them out of our way. Let's stop and back up. What I'm going to do is try to get out of the vehicle. Let go of the vehicle. I got to go into sprinting mode because we are wearing our rollerblades. Let me try to get into this. Ah, crap. There's a tough Humvee, or a tough zombie here. The turret does have some ammo in it, but it's not a ton. The one thing I never quite liked is that it doesn't seem like I can change the turrets themselves. I guess how much, can I fire from back here? No. I can't change the fire rate of the mounted turrets. Like, they're almost controlled, they're locked in to be automatic firing turrets, which I was hoping you could do like a single shot. Random low-end cube van here. We also have what looks like an ambulance, which has some gasoline in it. You know what is kind of neat about ambulances is sometimes you can find yourself some medicine in the back. Unfortunately, this time that was not the case. This is a random box. Okay, we could disassemble the box and take it with us if we so wanted. Not the spot I wanted to be in. Let's see if we can't sprint by these guys. Okay, that got a little bit lucky. Sprint by them again. I mean, I could try to. You know what? I think I can just do this. Let's control the vehicle electronics, or sorry, control vehicle? Turret targeting modes to auto. Yeah, the firing mode always has to say on auto, as far as I know. Maybe if you're manually controlling them, but I don't always get a chance to, or I haven't been able to figure out quite how to make that work at all times. But we'll let the turret do a little bit of work here, and probably go deaf from it as well, just for fun. Maybe one day we'll come back here and we'll appreciate that everyone is basically dead. Only downside is there's probably not enough ammunition to kill all of those zombies. Well, cool. At least we know now that all the way over here to the west is yet another mansion. So we are looking pretty good. I don't like the distance between here and kind of our last man on Earth shelter. I wish there was another road that cut through the west here. We might be able to take the trail if we clear it up a bit with the vehicle, but we'll see. For the moment, though, I'm going to go ahead and get back in our RV. We're going to start heading back home. And yeah, I think I'm going to go back to our last man on Earth shelter. Maybe spend a few days getting some... Do you guys think the last man on Earth shelter would be better to stay in? Personally, I think so, because it's a bit more controlled. That or the ranch. So we'll try to find out here coming up. One thing that's kind of interesting that I really want to try to get back to is fixing the little kitchenette thing that we have, because Sarah's unable to drink from our completely full water tank. So we actually do have a full water tank full of water, but she's dehydrated, and she... Oh, crap. That was almost really bad. We're actually really, really close to a massive drone. Holy crap. There's a big old mini tank hostile to us. Now, I think it has spotted us. No, it has not yet. So it has not spotted us. It's on the other side of some random military vehicle. Let's slam on the brakes and immediately throw this bad boy into reverse. I don't think it has the shot on us right now because it's trapped behind this massive truck. Holy crap. There are death traps everywhere. Good night. Well, that could have been absolutely horrible. Well, we're definitely not going up this road for a while, and if we do, we're not going to take the road. I think I'm going to put a note here. We'll add another note. What color do we want to use for threats of death? Probably red is what I should have used. We'll do red here. We'll say it is a mini tank guard thing. I'm going to go over here and actually delete the other note. Can I actually delete a note that's already in existence? Delete note. Yes. Create note. And we'll set this one to bright pink. Heavy tank, I think. And then we'll also... I think there's another tank somewhere around here that we might be able to use. So we'll put down a new note here as well. Bright pink. And we'll say something like light tank. So just stuff to use. So pink is going to be okay. Stuff that we might want to harvest. Wait, did we just get damaged here? What is this part from? Is this from us? Pipe? A random pipe? I don't think so. I don't think we got hit. I hope we didn't get hit. If we got hit from that tank, though, I'm pretty sure we would be in many, many pieces. That is an explosive type of tank. It's not a shoot a single bullet out. I'm pretty sure that has explosive rounds on it. So, all right, I'm going to get Sarah back heading home. We are going to probably stop along the way to try to get her some water at some point and randomly kill chickens and turkeys that are in the road. But we'll be back, and at the end of this episode, I'll probably decide where to set up our kind of more permanent base. And I'm leaning more towards either the last man on Earth shelter or the ranch. Now, the ranch would be nice, I think, but the problem with the ranch, of course, is that there are turret guards. In fact, I should put this here as well. There are those turrets right here. So there are 2 turret guards that are in existence there. If we could find a path through the trees, it would be kind of easy to take our RV through the tree line. So maybe we could do a little bit of manual labor to have a little hidden entrance over to our last man on Earth shelter. So bear with me just a minute and I'll get us home and we'll talk about what's coming up in the next couple of episodes. Okay, so we're sitting outside of the town of Brewster. I remember we did Brewster before, but we only did the eastern side of the town. I kind of like this idea of maybe going into this last man on Earth shelter that is just outside of town. It looks kind of relatively... Did that guy spot us? Yeah, one of them spotted us, but we're going to run inside. I don't think they can get into this metal door. But this would actually be a very interesting spot. Let me go back up a level here if I could. Maybe not. Up a level... Up a level. There we go. Having a base just on the outskirts of a city might not be a bad idea, because we could basically skate back and forth into this town and loot as much as we want, and then we should always have a nice, secure place to come home to. Now, the danger, of course, is that we bring our friends a little bit too close to the shelter, but I think, by and large, when we get to a certain point of the town, we're going to lose most of them. So, ooh, mechanical mastery. This might take us above... Let me turn on my headlamp. If we can read this real quick. This is going to... Your morale is too low to study. Well, that's fair. We're pretty grumpy about life. We're wet, basically, so we're pretty unhappy. But yeah, maybe this is not a bad spot to set up a base. We've done a lot of exploring. I really think that before we turn our RV into a self-sustaining, battle tank, we're going to have to park it for a while because we need to, number 1, conserve fuel. Number 2, we need to do a lot of repairs on it. So we're going to need to spend a few weeks in one place, probably, doing gathering, construction, skill ups, and things like that. This is a really simple base, just on the outskirts of a town that we could spend a lot of time raiding. And we can also probably find a motor scooter or something that will let us go from, Brewster down to some of these other towns to do a bit more raiding with. So I'm a huge fan of that idea. Let me know what you think. We do have, of course, the last man on Earth shelter here in the middle of nowhere. I know we still have a lot of our materials and things over at this mansion, and I will bring the RV over there at some point just to do a pickup and grab most of the items. I just think that there's too many enemies, too many of those, what do you call them? They are those creepy slime creatures for us to really deal with at the moment. So I like the idea of setting up shop here. Let me know what you think. We're going to save at least for the night, get Sarah a bit more hydrated. I do need to get some barrels or some kind of a container. Would be actually really helpful if I could just do... Oh, wow. Is this unlimited water, by the way? Because this looks like it fell in a bit, this pond, but I think it's still unlimited. We could try to build ourselves a big 60-liter tank and use that for all of our water. All we need is sheet metal, and we should be able to find that really, really easily. So, I might decide to make this the base for a bit, at least for the next couple of in-game weeks. Let me know what you think. And thank you all so much for joining me for this Let's Play episode of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Thank you so much. Here's Sarah Brown's stats for the day. Still feeling pretty good, but we really need to spend some time recovering on that left arm. So hopefully you'll join me again next time. Until then, take care.